So today I discovered that you guys have this weird obsession with this guy named Zach D Films, and I had somebody find the weirdest Zach D Films videos, and as this video goes on, they're going to get weirder and weirder. I'm a little bit scared. I've only seen like one of his videos, so this is going to be the first time that I watch them. So anyway, let's get into it. All right, here's the first one. It is, I don't know what to expect.
When you vape.
Why is this the very first? Really? Why is this the first?
The battery inside can short circuit. This creates intense heat within seconds. The chemicals inside start to vaporize, building pressure fast. And with no room to escape, it keeps rising until the battery bursts, shooting hot metal and flames straight into your face.
Okay, so first of all, stop saying that I need this tutorial. This is not me. I don't vape anymore. I have quit. Also, why the fuck is he happen to be bald and have no eyebrows? Side note, that is actually crazy that this is the first video we see.
It can burn your lips, shatter teeth, and leave permanent scars.
I don't vape! All right, what's the next video? This next one better be a lot better than this, okay? I have not vaped since like January when I quit. I don't get why you guys keep saying that.
They crept towards the house.
Oh my god. What is this? What is this? What?
They crept towards the house, keeping their footsteps light so they wouldn't be heard, all to steal a bucket of poop.
What the fuck does this guy make videos about? Why? I thought he made like tutorials. When is this ever a relatable situation that happens to anyone? Oh yeah, the other night I was creeping around my grandma's house looking for a bucket of poop. Said no one ever.
You see, in Japan, poop was really valuable. Farmers needed it as fertilizer, helping crops grow faster. And people even traded their poop in exchange for food. Eventually, human poop became so valuable that thieves risked getting caught.
Why wouldn't you just eat a bunch of food and poop it out? I wonder if you could make a profit from eating and pooping. Like you buy the food and then you poop it out and sell it for a profit. I wonder, that would be a business idea. Somebody just said, why are you in the frame? You can't just say that about every single bald person that shows up, bro. That's not going to work. All right. The joke is, the bald joke is literally so over because I have hair now, bro. I have hair. So what is the point? What are you trying to do?
Just to steal it.
All right. What's the next video? That one was, what the hell is that thumbnail? Okay, well, if this gets 10,000, or no, if this gets 25,000 likes, this will be our next reaction video. All right, number 3 is this one, this cursed one.
If you were crushed with a...
What the hell? Why is he always making people bald?
If you were crushed with a hydraulic press, would it be strong enough to press you into a tiny cube? Well, your body is mostly made of water, and water can't be compressed, so you would have to remove all of the fluids by drying out completely.
Is Zach okay? Do we need to send a wellness check to his home? Why this? He's turning humans into testicles. What the?
Then you'd have to grind up your bones and organs into fine powder. Finally, you could crush it all together, turning an entire human into a dense little cube about the size of a football.
Why would you ever want to do that? Why does he have so many of these questions? Okay, next!
They farted into...
Not gonna lie, bro. Zach, what the fuck are you doing, man?
They farted through urine into glass jars. They farted into glass jars and sealed them tight. You see, the plague was moving through Europe, and people believed it spread through bad air. so they collected farts in jars. When they were exposed to germs, they'd quickly open a jar and breathe in the stank.
I don't even know what to say to that. Number one, why would you even know this? Number two, why would you make a video about it? Number three, why would you animate it? And number four, never mind.
The farts were supposed to be stronger than the bad air from the plague, and breathing it in would overpower the germs. But of course, this didn't work.
Okay, next one. These are getting progressively more and more cursed, and it's kind of scaring me a lot. I don't...
He really had to pee.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Why does this guy have 24 million subscribers? Do I need to start making these? Do I need to start making tutorials about every possible situation that anybody could ever think of? Is that the method, chat?
He really had to pee at the royal banquet, and his bladder steadily kept filling as he drank more wine. But back then, standing up to pee was seen as extremely rude. So he stayed seated to be polite. When the dinner finally ended, he rushed to the bathroom, but nothing happened. You see, his bladder swelled up so much that it tore open.
Okay, chat, let's be real. How would we even know this if this was in the medieval times? Like, I bet Zach is just making this shit up. There would be no way for us to confirm if this is even real or not, bro. I bet that he's literally just making this up. He's probably just creating this out of thin air. He's literally just making this shit up. There's no way anyone would know that. Yeah, Ew is right.
Flooding his body with pee. He survived in agony for 11 days until his organs shut down one by one.
Imagine dying because you didn't go pee. Also, I have a feeling that this is going to become the thumbnail. So let's just make a funny face with it. Yeah. Chat, imagine on your gravestone it says, he passed away because he didn't squeeze the lemon. How sad is that, man? Poor guy.
I won.
Damn. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's probably gonna happen to me in a few minutes here if I don't squeeze my lemon. All right, next.
If you poop out a turd...
Okay, I feel like this actually applies to a large proportion of my viewers because most of you are 6 years old and you probably poop in the pool every time you go. Let's be real. Type 1 if you've ever pooped in the pool. Type 2 if you have not ever pooped in the pool. Let's just, like, figure this out right now.
If you poop out a turd in the pool, you could just fish it out and add a little more chlorine to the water. But if you have diarrhea, the running...
Oh my god. Luckily, I'm seeing a lot of 2s, but I'm still seeing 1s. So I am quite concerned. But Jesus Christ, why would you... Whoever is animating this, I feel bad for them.
Mess will spread rapidly, and it also contains germs which can survive for days. Even in chlorinated water, you'd need a huge amount of chlorine to kill them all, so better just use the toilet instead.
Is he making poop footprints?
Use the toilet in...
His poop is coming out of his pants and... Okay, okay, what's the next video? Chat, I don't know how much longer I can take this. I don't know how many more of these videos I can watch, man.
If you shaved the head of every person on
Earth... Interesting choice of video here. Why did you decide to go for this one, huh? Is there a specific reason why this video was chosen here? Interesting.
If you shaved the head of every person on Earth and put it all into a pile, you'd have about 800 trillion strands.
Why is it moving like that?
strands of hair. And if you then rolled it all into a single hairball, it would weigh around 700,000 tons. That's almost twice the weight of the Empire State Building. If you somehow added all the human hair ever grown, the hairball could grow to the size of a small mountain.
Why would you ever want to do that or care about that? You would not be part of that pile. Yo, chat, we got a comedian in here. That's not even... Bro, somebody just said that's your weight? 7,000 pounds? You think I weigh 7,000 pounds? Bro, an elephant doesn't even weigh 7,000 pounds. That's the size of you? Okay. Next video, please. Next fucking video, please. Next video, please.
If you somehow hollowed out your skin, some people think you could actually inflate it like a balloon if you stitched up all the openings. But your skin is made up of tiny little holes, causing air to slowly leak out. And even if you somehow manage to create an airtight seal, the delicate skin, like your eyelids, isn't as stretchy as rubber. As the skin inflates,
Don't. Just don't. Just don't make... Just... Like, guys, are we seriously still making bald jokes in 2025, bro? Yeah, I get it. I'm fat, but I'm not bald anymore, so you can't make the comparison anymore. God. It's 2025. It is September 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Also, who even thinks of this?
the pressure would just cause it to tear.
I feel like he literally just goes to ChatGPT and he's like, give me the most cursed idea you could ever. What the hell is this title? This video is called... This video is called The Royal Fart That Earned Him Land. What?
He leapt into the air, let out a whistle, and finished with a perfectly timed fart, right in front of the king. It was part of a carefully rehearsed performance, and the king loved it. Every Christmas, he put on his act for the ruler and his court, and in return, he was given land, a house, and money. But when he performed his act for the new king...
It's October? Okay. Sorry, it's been a long fucking day, little Timmy. Jeez. Chad, I wish I lived in medieval times. I would definitely become the king so easily, bro. I would become the king.
And money. But when he performed his act for the new king, he didn't think farting was funny, and he lost his status and land.
Why is everyone bald? Literally, why are all of his characters bald? I am going to just make the assumption Zach D. Films hates bald people. Why is every single person bald? You. I don't get it. All of them are bald. Literally all of them are bald. I feel like this is on purpose. Saved. Okay. Bro, chat, this next video is called Saved by Belly Fat. Don't even try to... Okay, just don't. Just don't.
The stray bullet struck her right in the...
Just don't say it, guys. Just don't even. Okay, first of all right, I'm not even gonna.
The stray bullet struck her right in the stomach. It pierced the skin, but started to slow down as it entered her body fat. Layer by layer, the fat absorbed more of the bullet's energy.
See? This is why I like to eat. This was my strat. This is low-key the strategy, bro. This is low-key the strat. Y'all don't get, this is the strat. You eat as much food as possible, become huge, and you literally become bulletproof. Y'all make fun of me for being fat, but when World War III comes, I will be the last one alive.
Like a cushion. And by the time it hit deeper tissue, the bullet had lost most of its force, coming to a stop before hitting any organs and saving her life.
Dude, she probably used that to just keep I would like literally use that excuse and just become the most obese man on earth if that happened to me. I'm not even gonna lie. That's you? Guys, that was literally a girl, bro. That was your wife? If I ever get a wife in real life, I'm not gonna tell you guys, just so you know. I hope you know that.
After eating thousands of coins.
What? Where does he find this stuff? Why would you do this? Do you know how disgusting that is? How many people touch coins? Ew. Do you know how many? Oh, that's disgusting. It's making me cringe. Zach, what are we doing?
After eating thousands of coins, he had to be rushed to the hospital for an emergency surgery. The coins weighed as much as a bowling ball and made a hole in the man's stomach.
So wait, did he poop them out? Or like, how did they exit? How did they leave his body? I don't, can you imagine pooping out a coin? Steak, you don't know all about having a heavy stomach.
The surgeons made an incision and pulled out the coins by hand and added them to a pile. But it didn't end there. More coins were stuck in his throat, and they had to stick a tube in to find them.
Why would you even eat them in the first place? Steak, you would eat coins? No, I would not. What are the comments on this? The comments gotta be like, what the fuck? Bro's survival instinct is worse than someone who wants to die. Bro's a human piggy bank. What was the purpose of doing that? He saw Peter Griffin clip and took inspiration. Bro took Eat the Rich too literally. So that's crazy.
Every coin had been removed. They closed up the man's stomach and he survived.
Okay, well, I mean, at least he survived, but gee, like, why would you just think of to eat a coin? I don't get that.
The whoopee cushion burst as the children played, but
where is this going? Let's all just take a moment. I want everybody watching to take a deep breath and just try to picture in your brain where this is going. I feel like we're not going to be able to guess it.
The whoopee cushion burst as the children played, but suddenly they began to feel sick. Soon they were vomiting and even struggled to breathe, and they were rushed to the hospital, only surviving because of emergency oxygen. But this started happening all over the country. That's because the cheap toys were actually made with a dangerous chemical, and when they burst, toxic gas was released into the air, poisoning the children.
Wow. All right, that wasn't that crazy of a video, I can't lie. I kind of like, I thought it was going to be a lot more cursed. Of course it's Steak. What do you mean, of course it's me? Steak, you don't even have to... Bro, someone just said, Steak, you don't even have to use a whoopee cushion to make toxic gas. Oh. All right, what is this?
When gas forms inside...
I don't know how much more of these videos I can take, chat. Zach, what is this? Oh, why is he okay, can we please talk about this, guys? Like, it's a serious problem. Every single one of the people in these videos is bald. And I already know everybody in the chat, you're thinking it, and you're typing it right now. It's you. I would never do this pose, chat. I would never lean over like... all right.
When gas forms inside you, your intestines push it toward the rectum, where your poop is stored. Since the gas is lighter than poop, it can pass through any available tiny spaces.
How could the gas pass through a solid, though? Poop is solid, is it not? How does the gas pass through the solid? I don't get it.
The muscles in the rectum relax slightly to let the gas pass while keeping the poop in place. This movement allows farts to slip around your poop and exit your body.
But like, why? Like, evolutionarily, why would you want, like, why would you not want to poop when you have to go poop? Like, if you have poop in your butt, why would you fart? Just fart and poop at the same time. All right, it's called multitasking. Next. Oh, no. The title of this one is a little bit crazy. Kids, look away.
They yanked out the...
Somebody just said because it's more efficient. This one is called They Strapped Chicken Butts to Sick People. How do you even think of that? All right.
They yanked out the feathers around the chicken's butt and pressed the butthole directly onto the infected lump, strapping it on. You see, they thought it would suck out poison from the patient, and they would even seal its beak to encourage it to breathe through its butt.
First of all, chickens can breathe through their buttholes? Who would have thought? Second of all, what the fuck?
Once the chicken suffocated, they immediately replaced it with another one. And this method was used for centuries before people realized it didn't actually work.
Why would anyone ever think that putting the hole where a chicken poops would not... Okay, Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! What the...
If you melted down all...
I just want you all to prepare for this next one. This one is called, What If You Turned Human Fat into Candles? Yeah, this is a question that I ask myself every day, Zach. This is just something that I've always wondered. Thank you for explaining this to me.
If you melted down all the fat in your body and made it into a candle, it would burn for an impressive 4 months. And if you did the same thing with every human on Earth, you'd have over 200 billion pounds of human fat. With that, you could make one giant candle that would burn for an incredible 2.9 billion years.
Someone just said you'd make a lot of candles. You're 67% of the candle. I can't even... okay.
Or you can make enough smaller candles to light every home on Earth for 15 years. Only there wouldn't be any humans left to use them.
Okay, if I see this Mr. Beast video coming in front of me after I just saw a bunch of humans get melted down again, okay. Chat, I already know you're going to make jokes about this next video. I'm going to please ask you not to do that. Let's just be reasonable about this next one, okay?
If you grew to over 1,000 pounds...
It's called Crushed to Death by Your Own Weight. Come on, guys. Let's be reasonable about this. Let's be thoughtful about this, okay? Let's be nice.
If you grew to over 1,000 pounds, the pressure from your own body would start to crush on your internal organs, making it hard to eat. But if you did...
Why is he bald? Why? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Why are they always bald?
Did manage to keep gaining weight, lying down would flatten your lungs, making it almost impossible to breathe. Now, pound for pound, your bones are actually stronger than concrete, meaning you'd have to weigh a massive 1,800...
Don't. You collabed with him? Okay. I weigh like 170 pounds, chat. I am not that, like... This is insane.
Pound.
Bro, his head is getting sucked into his body because he's so fucking fat.
Before your skeleton would just collapse.
Bro, dude, what? How? Like, why do you even want to know the answer to these? Okay, all right. Next video. Oh my God, why? All right. Now, luckily, this one is normal.
They would cut the glands from the beaver's butts. and squeeze them until a yellow goo came out. Now, this goo smelled sweet because of the animal's diet, and it was used in some foods as an alternative to vanilla. Eventually, it was replaced by chemicals that have the same flavor, but some perfumes still use beaver goo to...
Is that the beaver's butt? Or the beaver's test?
This day, and you might even find it in your favorite whiskey.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna stop watching Zach D films now. Let me know if you want a part 2 to this. If this gets 50,000 likes, I will collab with Zach D films. And don't you dare say that I already did.